Hey, welcome back, y'all. This is Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. We are going to do a pick a card love reading, a love healing reading to see what needs to be healed up in your love life and your relationship to move forward. I'm loving this Venusian Taurus energy that's going on. Full moon is around the time that I'm making this, but this is good for all times, these pick a card readings. And go ahead and drop me a line down below if you have an idea of a pick a card you'd like to see and take part in. All right, so we're using the Healing Light Tarot by Christopher Butler. We have the Chocolate Lover's Messenger cards because it's Taurus season. You know I had to go with the sweet tooth. All right, this is by Rosie Shahoop. And we have The Art of Love Tarot by Tony Carmine Salerno and Denise Jarvie. I'm a little tongue-tied now. It might be the Venus and Gemini. I don't know. So roll with me on it. All right, I just got a little stuff. I have stuff everywhere, y'all. I'm not even trying to do it all up right now. I'm just trying to get some done for you. Just, have some pretties nearby. So here's what we're looking at right here. It's blowing out a little bit. We have these 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and pause it if you need to. See what resonates. This one wanted 2, so I went with it. We got a seashell, some rose quartz. This is labradorite. This is kyanite with ruby and a smidge of citrine, lapis, amylite. All right, so go ahead and see what feels like it could answer your question of what healing do you need in your love life and how you can go about and do that. And then we'll go ahead and go into the reading, okay? All right, so for those of you who chose the amylite here, there we go, has some flash. It's hard to pick it up on camera, but very beautiful. Card number 1. From the Art of Love Tarot, we have 8 of Stars, which is 8 of Wands, Surge. So, and it's not even up top, it's underneath. See all that energy start surging and pouring and waving and searching and movement here. So your ability to be direct, even when you're needing to be still, to really convey your messages both in action and with stillness and with your eyes, like to actually be present to the moment, to be present to love, to be able to instantaneously go into a space of communicating your love, of sharing it, of expressing it, just so it's worn, so it shows on you that you couldn't hide it if you wanted to, but in a good way. This is a fiery, bright love. This is still love. It's not just the emotional love that's weeping around, So whatever has been your particular love style, if you've been blocked on expressing the other parts of love, this is asking you to get well versed in those as well, so that you can just in the moment as it comes release that feeling. Okay, and I'm noticing that there's a lot of dry pods on the tree, or maybe those are little cocooned animals or creatures animals, but yes, it looks like that you have more to start expressing than the range of emotions that you've currently thought possible within your love life, or the range of experiences that you've currently thought, and they've been brewing around, and it's like they're gonna bubble over right out of the earth itself. Reminds me of those those areas of Mother Earth that are just insane, and it's sand that looks like those little art sand things we had in the 90s, or an ocean that has a pink beach, or just those parts where you're like, no way it's real. You have that kind of love and sparkle and expression within you, and it just needs to come out, surge, energize others with that power of it. And yes, it might knock them back a bit, but it's going to be delightful. All right, and before I forget, I do have cards drawn for the collective for everybody that were on the bottom of the deck. Here is how I do, so stay tuned at the end, and I will read the collective overall energy as well, in addition to which one you chose here. All right, so for the message cards of the chocolate lovers, these are good, y'all. I didn't taste them, but they are very accurate. Look at that. Gorgeous. Cacao, chocolate, hibernation. Yeah, so you can see that here with your beautiful 8 of Stars surge, and then you have your hibernation card. And that's even the amylite that you picked, y'all, just going inward, but look underneath that surge. Ooh, y'all did good. Okay, So I'm going to read these ones because they're great. This card signifies the importance of spending time alone to hibernate and hide away from the world. Delve into the raw aspects of life that prove difficult and confusing. Don't worry about what others want or think, because right now you need to be honest and authentic with yourself. Be the hermit, recoup, regather, and rethink. Take time out to be alone. Take a walk in the sunshine, stroll along the beach, or visit a park. Clear your head, turn off the telephone and all other technology, and just be. I enjoy my time alone and I refresh with my own thoughts. Time to myself gives me the confidence and joy to move on with the rest of my day. And some of you are at the end of that, and that's why this is so profound and beautiful. It's like you've gotten that strong backbone now, rigid yet completely firm. You've healed those blue-hearted moments, those broken-hearted moments, and kind of, it's like lit a fire within yourself, and you're clear, you're seeing things accurately, and you're blossoming, and all that you were incubating in that alone time, that hermit mode, is ready to come forth and be, created into other things. Cacao is the beginning of all the other chocolates, so all that power you've been hibernating with is amazing. And then we have the Empress reversed. So some of you, you're on the edge of birth, but you're not quite ready for it yet. You're still getting yourself together. And I feel like right now, your expression is actually a very big part of love. It's something you need to heal, is how you look, how you feel, how you connect with your body, how you express yourself on the outside is actually very important. So you might be feeling lately like, no, the spiritual movement that I'm with, you're not supposed to think about those things, or they're not that important, or I don't want to be seen as shallow, or I gave up, following a makeup career in order to become more spiritual and more, deep on the inside. But this is saying that for you and your love life, it's very much connected. What feels inward is showing outward and vice versa. So this is, again, about that beautiful expression that you're supposed to be able to have. This also says that internal medicine with the hibernation here, and everything internal, is very important to your outward look and feel of your body, how you're able to express as well. So maybe if you're filling up on soda or coffee beans or whatever, then you're feeling very shitty, and that's you're having this stagnant face. They don't know that all this other stuff is going. But once you eat healthy, it's like you're able to have this movement, this flexibility, this expression, and share, roots co-share with other trees and are connected to the whole forest and things of that nature. So yes, allowing yourself that rest and recoup time. Some of you are recovering from a pregnancy or a birth or something of that nature, or just a time of revamping yourself. Allow that time and then really come forward with your expression. I like it. Okay, that was Amalite. I'm going to go ahead and close that one over. For those of you who chose a lapis, we see that pyrite in there. I love this big piece of lapis. We have the King of Trees, the Architect. This is Taurus, all right? We're currently in Taurus season. So it could be a Taurus that you are working with, trying to build a relationship, or I'm saying working with because I feel like even coaching you or leading you or guiding you and trying to give you relationship advice. They could have a Taurus sun, moon, or rising. Maybe you even watch another reader who has, Taurus dominant in their charts, and you're just like watching them all the time, trying to get information, trying to build this perfect life and health and routine that will allow love to come in. And that's brilliant, actually. That's exactly what you should be doing, is organizing your life for love, building it up like a blueprint of how it can look, where it can fit, how it can thrive. It sounds kind of silly, but it's just like, it's like baby planning, or it's like, preparing a career. What are you going to do if it doesn't come through by this time? What are you going to do, there might be a time in your life where you're like, okay, this summer I'm going to be open to love, and that's what I'm going to focus on. My focus is going to be bringing in a loving partner. But there might be another time that you're like, okay, if it doesn't happen by September 1st, then I'm back on the grind. I'm going to go and, really focus on this next part of my career. So build your life, build the time for it, and not to be controlling, but to allow it to garden, or, like a garden, and grow and flourish. You kind of plant. You don't just like scatter all the seed. You're like, okay, here's my beans, here's my cabbage. You kind of make the different areas of your life stay in their own lanes, but give them all the love and attention they need to thrive. Anniversary chocolate. So for some of you, this could be a husband card. Some of you, you are reconnecting. There could definitely be a renewing of vowels. I don't know why that was said, but vowels, I don't know. Maybe you have a lot of vowels in your name and someone wants you to take their name and you haven't yet, and you've decided, okay, at 65 years, I can go ahead and, change a few vowels, change my name. But there could be a renewing of vows, is what I'm trying to say. Anniversary chocolate, partnerships. So you are ready. You are ready. So plan it in there. This card represents partnerships, in most cases, a romantic partnership. It represents a healthy marriage of duality, of our inherent male and female yin and yang energies. Is it fear or is it love that is keeping you from where you need to be at this time? It is important to remember that love will triumph over fear without fail every time. I choose love. I celebrate love. I am love. So very much choice, very much you being partnership material, very much there being the person there and who will come in your life at the right time. Now, some of you, there's an ex-husband, spouse, partner relationship that you're not quite getting over. So some of you are definitely healing and reconnecting. You might have even been divorced. Some of you, you're going to get back together and heal. So if that's who you were focusing on, was a spouse that you've been apart and you've been really worried about that and didn't know if you guys were going to make it up, this is beautiful energy for reconciliation. For some of you, you have amazing things coming forward. It's like you're in the labyrinth or something. You're like, you fought the minotaurs and everything, but then you're suddenly like, well, maybe I should just go back. Maybe it's not over, maybe there's Voldemort at the end of this maze. Harry Potter reference. Yes, 10 points to Gryffindor. And so you're just like, let me go back to the beginning of the maze. Like, let me just, like, the Minotaur is not going to try to get you back or something. Come on. Don't go to the beginning of the maze. For those of you who it was, I don't know what's going on with the lighting. For those of you who that wasn't a good situation, that partner wasn't right for you, believe in yourself. You're so much closer than you think that you are to manifesting a very beautiful, secure partnership with a very responsible person who also makes room in their life to spend time loving. And that's a beautiful thing. I like it. All right, third eye's open, third eye's open. Look at that. Vesica Pisces on the back of the Healing Light Tarot. Right? All right, number twos. Number threes, we have the rose quartz. This is the rough rose quartz. We have 2 rose quartz options. Right? And from the Art of Love Tarot, we have another beautiful tree. Ace of Trees, abundance. Yes, look at all of that being held in the branches. Words being written underneath. All right. The roots coming up. So, Ace of Trees, this is the beginning of it all. This is where you are looking where to place love in your life. You want to do it. You feel the stirrings. It's time. You're going to fall in love. You're going to believe in yourself. Some of you have very good examples, actually, which can be rare. Some of you have very good examples of what loving relationships look like. And you kind of want to be a chip off the old block in a good way. You want to be an acorn off that tree. And so you got to make sure not to be afraid, because you're just like, dude, it's a rare thing. My parents actually loved each other. They had a beautiful relationship. My nana and my papa were, they were just beautiful together. They moved from the old world and all this kind of stuff. Now they have this great life in Greece. And, so it's like some of you, you're picturing so much and you're so integrated into your family or to another's tale of love, which is beautiful. It's giving you the strength to believe in it and the ability to actually invest in relationships. But you want to make